Chase Williams, Fox Business. There were a lot of viral videos yesterday from across the country, in particular Houston, people reporting 4 hours delays at TSA. On that note, about 30 days into the last shutdown is kind of when we reached, the system maybe reached a breaking point. How close are we at this time?
That's a good question. So you saw in the system yesterday, we have long lines with TSA. By the way, TSA falls under Homeland Security, but TSA workers are not being paid. Air traffic controllers aren't being paid. I have asked air traffic controllers continuously to come to work. It's their responsibility, it's their job. And I got to tell you, the performance of air traffic controllers in this shutdown, I think, has been far better than past shutdowns. So I'm grateful to them. But make no mistake, the longer this goes on, every day these hardworking Americans have bills they have to pay, and they're being forced to make decisions and choices. Do they go to work as an air traffic controller, or do they have to find a different job to get resources, money, to put food on their table, to put gas in their car? And as every day goes by, I think the problem is going to only get worse, not better. I hope that Democrats come to their senses and end this shutdown. I don't even know what they're asking for. I have no idea. What is the shutdown over? I don't know. Do they want to negotiate? They want I don't know what they want. And they say they have leverage by the shutdown, but they're getting leverage by way of hurting the American people. And I'm frustrated by it because, again, I look across our system, a system I have worked really hard to make safer. I've worked really hard to bring in more air traffic controllers, more into our academy, more into our training system in our towers and centers. And this does not help us resolve that problem. This makes this problem only worse. What also concerns me, people always ask me, is the system safe? And I would tell you, yes, the system's safe, and it wasn't, we would shut it down. We delay flights. We cancel or tell airlines to cancel flights if we don't have enough controllers to effectively and safely manage our skies. But with this shutdown, it would be dishonest to say that more risk is not injected into the system. There is more risk in the system. You do have a controller who is certified to maybe work 2 positions, but traditionally they'll only work 1. But they have to work those 2 positions because their colleagues have called in sick, or they're waiting tables, or they're driving Uber. And by the way, our air traffic controllers should not drive Uber. They should not wait tables. They should be controlling our skies, keeping our passengers safe. But they're being forced to make really challenging decisions because of what I think is a senseless shutdown. Hopefully this will end soon.
Just to follow up quickly, if the shutdown ends, how long will that impact on the travel industry as we move into the holiday season?
So my hope is that we will recover pretty quickly. Controllers will start to come back to work, hopefully quickly. Scott Kirby from United thought that there could be a rebound relatively quickly with the bookings. But what will last is my pipeline for air traffic controllers. I think the president has said, and I agree with him, we want the best and the brightest air traffic controllers. I think he said we want MIT graduates as our air traffic controllers. But these young people have a choice to make. Do they want to go into a profession where they can have a shutdown and they cannot be paid? That has affected our pipeline. And so long after you all stop reporting on this shutdown, I'm going to deal with the consequences and the commitments I've made to improve our pipeline for air traffic controllers. By the way, we're up 20% this year alone from the previous year, which is great, but this will have an impact. So I think open up, more controllers come to work the next day, and we'll see immediate results. Just one point I'll make on this as well. The controllers got 90% of one payment, 80 to 90% of one payment. They missed the second paycheck. On Thursday, they get an email pay stub that'll show what their next payment is going to be. So this Thursday, they'll get an email that shows that their pay stub is a big fat 0. Many of the controllers said, a lot of us can navigate missing one paycheck. Not everybody, but a lot of us can. None of us can manage missing 2 paychecks. So if you bring us to a week from today, Democrats, you will see mass chaos, you will see mass flight delays, you'll see mass cancellations, and you may see us close certain parts of the airspace because we just cannot manage it because we don't have the air traffic controllers. And that was a really long answer to your question. Yes.
Just to follow up, Dave Schertz